Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kauthar. If this is your very first time here, please make sure you subscribe to my channel down below, because my aim is to help you understand crochet diagrams and work better with crochet diagrams so you can make a variety of crochet pieces that are original to you. If you look at what I have here in front of me, it's a crochet pattern. However, it is not in written form, so you might not be too familiar with it. It's in the form of a diagram because all the crochet stitches are being represented by symbols, and that's why you have it in the form of a diagram rather than written out like do 2 single crochets etc. If you check the description box down below, you're going to find a link to download this diagram. Whether you want to just have it on your phone or you want to print it out, you'll find a link to download it in the description box. I've also put a link to the written version of this pattern in case you still prefer to work with written patterns. You'll find a link to the written pattern there, and you can also shop my supplies. Find the link to shop in the description box, so make sure you always check the description box down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more crochet tutorials. So now let's get started. So like I always say, whenever you want to start working with any crochet diagram, the very first thing you want to do is to write out all the icons you can see and what they mean, so that whenever you come across that icon, you know what to do. And the very first icon we can see is this circle, 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 and they represent chains. So we're just going to write that here, chain. Right, that's the circle. So whenever you see this circle, you do a chain. And then the next thing we can see is this long bar with 2 horizontal bars across it, and that represents a double crochet. I'm just writing that here. We can also see this plus icon, and those ones mean single crochet. So whenever you see that, you do a single crochet. And if you're not familiar with single crochet or double crochet stitches, I have a tutorial on my channel. I'm going to link it in the description box as well, so you can watch that before going into this pattern, so that you're not confused. Now that we've written out all the icons and what they mean, the next thing we want to do is to start working. So of course we start working from the rows where we have the chains. That's the foundation, and I'm just going to count how many chains we have so I can know how many chains to do. So to count, we just count the number of the circles, and the number of circles will tell us how many chains to do. So let's count together. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22. There are 22 chains, so I'm going to do 22 chains right now. I'm just working with 3 strands of acrylic yarn and a 6mm hook, so you can see what I'm going to be doing very clearly. I'm doing my slip knot, and I'll just start working my 22 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 2. I'm now done with the 22 chains, so I go back to the diagram to see what next I'm supposed to do. So I finished 22 chains, and we can see that the next thing to do is this that I said represents a double crochet. So this is 1 double crochet, this is another double crochet. So there are 2 double crochets, then a chain, and then 2 more double crochets. And you can see that everything here is in one circle. This means that everything is going to be done in one particular chain, just one. So we're going to be doing 2 double crochets, 1 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets in a chain. So now what chain are we going to be doing it in? Let's see. This is the last chain I worked. This is my 22nd chain. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you count from the last chain into the 7th chain. From the last chain you count 7, and it's in that 7th chain that you do this 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Let's just count together. Don't worry, it's quite easy. Now this is the last chain here. So we're going to be counting 7 from here. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So in this 7th one, I'm just turning it to the back because I'm going to be working in the back. In the 7th one, we do the 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. That's what I'm just doing now. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, then 2 double crochet. Okay, now I'm done with that. I go back to the diagram to see. I've just finished all of this, so I skip the next 2 chains, and then I do 1 double crochet. So this is the next chain, this is the next chain. I skip both of them, and then in the next one, that's the third one, I do 1 double crochet. I go back to the diagram to see what next. So skip 2 chains, do the set of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the next. So we're just going to be repeating: skip 2, do the set of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, skip 2, do 1 double crochet, skip 2, do the set until you get to the end. That's just what I'm going to be doing, and then I'll meet you back up at the end. So I skip 2 and then I do my 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same space. I skip 2 and then do 1 double crochet here in the next one. I skip 2 and then I do my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, the same space. Then I skip 2 and in the last one I do my 1 double crochet, and I am just done with row 1. This is row 1 that I've just finished. I've just finished row 1. So to go to row 2, I chain 1. As you can see here, there's 1 circle, which means to chain 1, and then I do single crochet, see, in the top of each stitch from the previous row. As you can see, single crochet in the top of the previous stitch, in the top of the stitches from the previous row. And that's just what I'm going to be doing. So I chain 1 here, I do a single crochet. I'm putting single crochet everywhere in the top of all the stitches, single crochet, even in the chain space, single crochet everywhere. That's what the pattern says, and I'm just going to be doing that up until the end of this row, and I'll meet you back up once I'm done. So I've gotten up until this point. I've done a single crochet in the first double crochet, and I want to see where to put the last single crochet, and you can see that it is in the top of the chain. The chains we skipped at the beginning. We're going to put 1 single crochet there. So in here we put the last single crochet, and I'm done with that row. We're moving on to the next row now. I do a chain 3. You can see the circles, there are 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, then do 2 double crochets, 1, 2 in the very first single crochet. So let's just do that. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then you do your 2 double crochets in this first space, 1, 2. Done. Then you skip 2 single crochets and do 1 double crochet, skip 2 single crochets, and then you do your set of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, skip 2 single crochets, and then you do 1 double crochet. So we're basically repeating what we did in the previous row here. So I'm skipping 2 single crochets, and then I do a double crochet in the next one. Then I skip 2 single crochets, and then I do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Then I skip 2, I do 1 double crochet, and I'm just going to be repeating that until I get to the end of this row. I skip 2 again, then I do my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Skip 2, do 1 double crochet. Now I'm almost at the end. I'm going to go back to the diagram pattern to see what I'm supposed to do next. I've just gotten here, so I'm going to skip 2 and then just do 3 double crochets in the last single crochet. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. So I skip 2 single crochets, and then in this last one I do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm done with that row. Go back to the pattern to see what next to do. So this is the next one, is a single crochet row. I chain one and then I do a single crochet in each of the in each of the stitches from the previous row. As you can see, single crochet at the top of everything from the previous row up until the end, and I'm just going to do that. Chain one, single crochet, top of this stitch, top of the next stitch, and the next stitch, and I'm just going to be doing that all the way till I get to the end of this row. Now I've gotten to the end. I'm also going to put the single crochet in the top of the chain 3 that we did at the beginning, because the diagram says we should do that. Let me just show you real quick. See here, this is the last single crochet. You see that it's in the top of the chain 3 from the previous row, and we're just done with this round now. So to go to the next row, we chain 3, right? So I'm just doing my 1, 2, 3. I finished my chain 3, chain 3, right? And then see, I skip 1, 2, 3. I skip 3 single crochets, and in the next one I do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Let me just do that. See, I'm skipping 1, 2, 3. Then in this one I do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. I've just finished that. Then I skip 2 single crochets and then I do 1 double crochet. Skip 2 single crochets and do your set of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. I'm basically going to be repeating this. Skip 2 single crochets, do 1 double crochet. Skip 2 single crochet, do your set of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. And I'm just going to do that now. So I skip 2 single crochets and do 1 double crochet here. Skip 2 single crochets and then do the set of 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, I skip this to put a double crochet here, skip to do my set of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Then I skip 2 single crochets and I put 1 double crochet in the very last stitch, and that is the end of that row. So I've just finished row 5. I finished this row 5 up until this point. For row 6, I chain 1 and do single crochet in each stitch across. So I'm just going to do that now. Chain 1, single crochet in the first, single crochet in the next. So I'm basically going to be putting a single crochet in each stitch and space from the previous row, and I'll meet you back up when I get to the end. So here I've just finished my row 6. I'm going on to row 7. So for row 7 I chain 3, then I put my 2 double crochets in the first single crochet, skip to 1 double crochet, skip to 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So we already know this row, we're familiar with it from the previous row, and I'm just going to do that now. So I chain 3 and then I put 2 double crochets in this very first space. Then I skip 2 single crochets, and the next I do 1 double crochet. I skip 2 here, I do my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Then I skip 2, I put 1 double crochet here, skip 2, do my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. skip 2, do my 1 double crochet, then I skip 2, and in the last single crochet I'm going to do 3 double crochets, just like the pattern says. 2, 3. So that is the end of my row 7. I've just finished here at these 3 double crochets for row 7. So on this particular diagram, I don't know if you guys would notice, but there's been a mistake, because the next row is supposed to be this single crochet row and it is missing. So that's supposed to be the row 8. So basically you just want to repeat, because from here you notice that we're already doing the same thing like we did previously. So row 3 is the same thing with this row 7, right? So you can actually from here repeat, just keep repeating your pattern from row 4, right? So when you do this single crochet row, you do this row next, right? See the difference. The difference is that you're starting with a complete set of cluster, and then in the next row you are doing half, and then the next row you're doing the complete set, the next row you're doing half. So that's what is different here. So after every single crochet row you do the cluster row, but what's changing is that instead of doing a full cluster at the beginning, for one row you're doing half cluster, which is 3 double crochets, and then the next one you do a full cluster. So basically I've just finished row 7, and from this row 7 you can repeat your pattern from row 4. So just keep repeating from row 4 to row 7, pattern repeats from here. So when you do a single crochet row again, then you do your row 5, then you do your single crochet row, then you do your row 7. So I'm just going to do 2 more rows. This is row 7, so I'm going to show you people how the pattern repeats. So I'm going to do row 4 and row 5 again, and then I'm going to end the work. So the next row after this row 7, like I said, was repeating from row 4, is a single crochet row. So I will chain 1 and do the single crochet now. The single crochet row, chain 1, and this is a single crochet row. That's single crochet in each stitch from the previous row. So I've just finished the single crochet row. Which is this one. So next I'm going on to this cluster row. So I chain 3, skip 3 single crochets, and then I do my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, skip 2, 1 double crochet. That's the row I'm going to now. I'm already familiar with it because I've worked it more than once. So chain 3, skip 3 single crochets, then here I do my cluster of 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, then I skip 2, I do 1 double crochet, then I skip 2, I do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, skip 2, 1 double crochet, skip 2, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, skip 2, and then I do 1 double crochet, which is going to be the last stitch for this row, and then I'm just going to fasten off. So this is me working a swatch of this stitch. If you want to make any piece with this stitch, I recommend using a thin yarn and a small hook, because it will make the laciness come out really well. Now you can't really see how lacy and nice the stitch is because I've used 3 strands, which has made it bulky, but it is still nice. But I had to do that so that you guys will see what I'm doing. So this is just a small swatch of this, and you can keep going until you get the length that you want. Just keep working row 4 to 7 over and over and over and over and over again till you get the length that you want. And if you want to make it wider, like we've already spoken about the length, if you want to make it longer, if you want to make it wider, maybe you're making a blouse, all you just need to do is work this pattern in multiples of 6 and then add 3. Like remember we did 22 chains at the beginning, so and we have 3 motifs, 1 2 3. It means that each motif takes like 6 chains, So just do multiples of 6 plus 3. So multiples of 6 is 18 plus 3. That gives us 22. And you can see that we have 3 motifs here, and then the 3 extra which serves as the first double crochet. So for this stitch, do multiples of 6 rather, plus 3 chains. So don't worry, just check the description box for a link to download this diagram, and you can work with it for yourself. You can also find a link to download the written pattern down below. You can use this nice stitch to make blouses or even dresses or skirts. It's very pretty. I really like the stitch because it is not too see-through as well. So I hope you guys are going to make something with this, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on post notifications so that you can be notified when I post my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.